Let's pop up this tweet on your screen as President Donald Trump's envoy, Richard Grenell, saying Friday that he was headed back to the U.S. with 6 American citizens. It was a surprise
That's what's up.
development after he met with the Venezuelan president in Caracas. Officials from the Trump administration had said earlier in the day that one of Grenell's top aims for the visit was to secure the release of Americans detained in the country at a time when the Trump administration has been driving a deportation and anti-gang push in the U.S. Grenell did not name the 6 men shown with him aboard the plane in that photo that you see there that he posted online. They were dressed in light blue outfits used by the Venezuelan prison system. You see it? And he said, quote,
Wow.
"We are wheels up and headed home with these 6 American citizens. They just spoke to President Trump and they couldn't stop thanking him." Trump cheered the move in his own post, saying that Grenell was bringing, quote, 6 hostages home from Venezuela. It's unclear exactly how many Americans were being held by Venezuela, but Venezuelan officials have spoken publicly of at least 9 of them. Venezuelan officials have accused most of them of terrorism and said that some were high-level, quote-unquote, mercenaries. The Venezuelan government regularly accuses members of the opposition and foreign detainees of conspiring with the U.S. to commit terrorism, and U.S. officials have always denied any of those plots. The U.S. Special Envoy for Latin America had said earlier Friday.
Well, I mean, we know that the United States has a way of doing kind of weird stuff in certain countries, causing coups and stuff like that. So, I mean, I could kind of understand why they would feel a certain way, but let's get back to it.
That, quote, American hostages that are being held in Venezuela must be released immediately, adding this was, quote, not a negotiation in exchange for anything. In late 2023, Venezuela's government released dozens of prisoners, including 10 Americans, after months and months of negotiations, while the U.S. released a close ally of Venezuela's president. He spoke late Friday evening to the judiciary, saying that the meeting with Grenell was a positive one. The president saying, quote, there are things where we've reached initial deals, and when they're compiled and complied with, new issues will open, hopefully new deals for the good of the 2 countries and the region.
Nice.
We know the 2 did discuss migration and sanctions while at the presidential palace. And earlier on Friday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that Grenell was also focused on ensuring 400 members of the Tren de Aragua gang in U.S. custody are returned to Venezuela. Obviously, a lot of developments and a lot of interesting information here. Again, Richard Grenell posting that photo here on X. As we get more details on all of this, we'll bring it to you here on Live Now.
Nice. So, I mean, that's very good. 6 American hostages that were freed, no conditions. Well, there's probably always going to be future conditions, but at this moment in time, there were no conditions for them to be freed. That's good. I like to see that our president is brokering deals to make sure to get these hostages back home. If they did not do anything wrong, they should not have been in jail. But I'm glad to see that they will broker the deal and that things are going good. Now, about the gang that they're talking about, that 600 members of the gang, I feel that, yes, they need to be sent back to Venezuela. They have caused too much problems in America. I'm actually going to be putting out a video soon about that because it's very ridiculous how I think about 100 of them were arrested in New York City. So I'm going to put out that video soon. And please check it out. I really appreciate it. But I'm happy to hear that these 6 hostages are going home. That is very, very good. Kudos to President Trump. Kudos to the person, the envoy, was his name, Richard. Let me just make sure. I don't want to. Richard Grenell. I am very happy that he worked and brokered a deal. This is what needs to happen. We as Americans need to trust our elected officials that they're going to do the right thing to get people back home. Now, if those people committed crimes in that country, that's a different story. But if they did not commit any crimes, if they were wrongfully detained, we need to get them back home. And I'm so happy. And I salute our President Trump and salute Richard Grenell for being able to broker a deal. And hopefully we can be able to have better deals with Venezuela as we send a lot of people back, and we'll be able to help them build up their country, hopefully be able to help get some of that oil that Venezuela has. But I want to hear what you have to say, my brothers and sisters. How do you feel about this one? Are you happy that these 6 hostages are coming home? Are you happy that talks with President Trump and Venezuelan president is going on, and they're going to be able to broker future deals? Are you happy with that? How do you feel about that? Please tell me in the comment section. I really want to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially watching all the way to the end. I know your time is valuable, but you're spending it with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified for any updates or videos that I put out. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.